someone. Let's go. Let's go, boys.
I didn't even hear that one.
Alright, so should we start out with the generic YouTuber,
My fellow Americans.
I'm not doing the fucking YouTube apology. What do we have to apologize for? Being based?
being late for 2 months.
I thought it was
A wizard
like
is
3.
never late, nor is he early. He arrives precisely when he means to.
About almost 3, I guess, but it said 2 months on our last upload, so, I mean, you know, YouTube is wrong most of the time, so...
Listen,
yeah.
I'm not giving an explanation. Fuck you.
Well, to be fair, I'm the one who should be giving an explanation.
Yeah, but are you going to be, really?
Yeah,
You're not even the owner of the Discord server anymore, you fucking dumbass.
Wait, what?
That doesn't change
Wait a minute,
anything.
what?
Yeah, he stepped down because he kept fucking up. The last time he fucked up really bad and we yelled at him. Well, I yelled at him. I yell on both our behalves. I have enough yell for the both of us.
A lot of yell to go around.
I now own the Bloomfeld podcast.
We're changing the name of this fucking sack of dog shit. You don't deserve the namesake, Nate.
Kidfeld. I can see it now.
Look, I feel like my name has the best. It has the best potential, though, for the name.
That's a terrible name. So how's it going, everybody? Welcome to the Bloomfeld podcast.
It's been some months, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has been, and fucking hell, man. What the fuck happened?
It's been a little bit rough as of recent. Now, good news is, though, since we are now, like, in late December, as of recording this, me and Logan are done with finals, and we both passed.
Somehow.
We passed.
Somehow. There is so much to talk about. Well, let's just start from the beginning, as most stories should start, unlike a Tarantino film. So Nate's internet kind of fucking died.
For a full
just
month.
Gone. Yeah. So I think it was like that week we were planning on recording something because we actually had some free time, and Nate's internet just didn't come back. It had already been very inconsistent about 3 weeks before it had gone out.
It kept doing this thing where it kept turning off and on like by itself, and it was very unreliable.
Right, and I imagine that's because the rats had gone halfway through the wire.
Oh yeah, there was a rat's nest like at the wires for my internet.
Yeah, so we here at the Bloomfeld podcast would like to encourage you to yell at Frontier to give you a cheaper bill. And if you're not paying that much for internet, yell at them for a cheaper bill anyway, because Jesus Christ, they have to be the most incompetent internet service provider I have ever had the displeasure of hearing about in my entire fucking life.
Now, we cannot legally encourage you to do this next bit, but hypothetically, if someone were going to say send an IED to the headquarters of your local internet service provider, I digress.
No, not local service. No, not the local one. Go for HQ. We don't want to kill anyone who's not responsible. We want to go straight for the higher ups.
We're sending that shit straight to the CEO.
Nothing will be accomplished if you knock down a singular domino, Dillon. You got to go for the head honcho. You got to
knock down every domino. Kill the queen bee and the fucking hive. Torch it.
No, because some of them are just like us, just trying to get by.
They didn't get by well enough.
We don't get by well enough.
No, we don't.
We have a podcast.
Listen, if someone walked into my workplace and shot me in the head, I would thank them.
Dillon, you're supposed to defend the country from threats, domestic and international.
No, cut that. That gives it a little bit too much context.
It's too late.
No,
it doesn't. You already said you're a government agent on stream. It's too late for that. That's not getting cut.
Government job is so fucking broad.
Yeah,
you know what else is
you
broad?
could literally be doing anything. They know, Dillon. It's too late, buddy. It's too late.
It's not. You could literally cut it.
No, you've already said it on stream. No, it's too late.
Me saying I'm a government agent as a joke because I now work in government is one thing. Revealing that I took an oath, you could narrow that down more.
No, you can't.
Narrow it down to what,
government
like
job makes you
300
swear
job
an oath.
positions in the United States of America?
Your name is public information, Dillon.
Yeah, you know what else is gonna be public information? I'm giving that for free. 357 rounds to the head, especially to Nathan if he doesn't fucking cut that.
I'm putting it on Twitter.
Logan, if you dox me on Twitter, I'm telling you right now, that is the
Not
beginning of
doxing
my
you.
villain. That's the
I'm
beginning
not
of my villain. Art.
doxing you. There's
Yes, it
no
is.
doxing you.
Listen,
Doxing, people knowing your name is not doxing you, first of all.
no, but it's more than I want people to know. Do not refer to me. That's what my pronouns are. None. Don't fucking refer to me.
None, any.
8.
Also, if I sound a little weird tonight, ladies and gentlemen, it's because, or today, whatever, fuck off. It's because I've been sick for like, technically for over a month now. I got
Your
a sinus
body's
infection.
dying.
I got a sinus infection, which regularly happens to me. You know, I at least get 1 or 2 a year. And usually it's a pretty quick fix. They give me a steroid and they give me an antibiotic. Well, MedExpress didn't want to do that this time for some reason, so they just gave me the antibiotic and not the steroid. Well, lo and behold, it's gone for like a week, and then it comes back. It's like, well, who could have seen this coming? Oh, I don't know, me, the person who's had these sinus infections for his entire life. Yeah, I need an antibiotic and a steroid. It's like, all right, we'll give you the steroid. No, give me both. It was like, yeah, we'll get you your steroid. Open your ass. I was like, what?
Yeah, and then...
So I'm not. Look, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a medical expert. I'm not going to claim like I know what I'm talking about. But I know what they've been doing to me my entire life, and I know how my body reacts when they don't do the same thing. I don't need a steroid to open my nasal holes. I need something to get rid of the ick. So it's gotten so bad now that I've just been blowing blood out of my nose. I'm sorry for the TMI moment here, ladies and gentlemen, but I've just been blowing straight bloody mucus out my nose because I've been blowing my nose so much. So I'm going to the doctor tomorrow, an actual doctor. Fuck MedExpress. Those bitches aren't helpful at all. And I mean, that's just a great way to cap off my 2022, is being sick and miserable. But yeah, what a great way to end this year. Speaking of this year, it's been almost an entire year since we started this thing.
Yeah, it would be, I think, March. March of next year will be 1 year.
And
even
we did
though,
not
you
get
know-
close to 52 episodes.
Nah, because the gap in the middle, that sucks. By then, we'll probably get to around 30 or so. Like, a little under 30, I think.
I
But,
mean,
you know, that's life.
I mean, it's stuff mostly out of our control. I would say the 4 or 5 times we've missed an episode on the regular schedule when things were fine, I'd say that was mostly, you know, our fault, but it was not without reason most of the time. I think I only think of maybe once or twice where we missed an episode and it was like, well, just because we were fucking idiots. Nate's internet situation this past couple months was, you know, entirely not his fault.
I'm still gonna
just
blame him,
sucks.
though. And you
I mean, you
should
can't.
too, audience.
I mean, you have the right to do that all you want, I guess.
But yeah, it's been a very challenging year, no doubt. I think we've been saying that for like the last 6 years of our lives.
Yeah.
The only thing we can look forward to is Nathan maybe getting fiber optics in the summer.
Yeah, that is something that they said would probably happen, which will be nice. That'd be nice.
If you get fiber optics, dude, that you know how much of a fucking stark contrast that would be.
Oh yeah, it would be an absolute like night and day type of situation, I would bet.
It would be like watching evolution get fast-tracked from going from an Australopithecus to a Homo sapien in about 5 seconds.
It'd be like watching an old lady turn into the Flash. That's exactly what it would be.
I thought you were going to say it'd be like
be
watching
very
an old
weird.
lady fall down the stairs, because let me tell you, that is lightning fast. I know from experience.
God.
Why must you?
Gertrude cut in front of me in the pudding line, and, you know, I gotta make sure she knows that shit don't fly.
Your fat ass is like, I'm gonna beat up this old lady because I couldn't
Hey,
get my pudding.
I didn't beat
Man,
up
what-
shit.
what
My
Walmart-
foot
what-
was in the way of hers, and then gravity took care of the job.
What Walmart you go to where you have a staircase?
No, I broke into a retirement home.
I mean, threats domestic and foreign, of course.
I am the domestic threat, all right?
You are the domestic threat.
Listen, I had my fingers crossed during the oath. It doesn't count.
Oh my God, Patrick Bateman, you are the American Psycho.
Oh, such a good movie.
Oh, it's a really good movie.
I really enjoyed it.
Seeing it the second time was even better.
But since we're close to the end of the year, and because of our recent situation, today's going to be a bit of a hodgepodge episode here. I figured we'd just throw in Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas all into one, if you guys feel like talking about Halloween
honest,
anyway.
I was going to say Halloween, I don't even think really anything happened. So, also,
No.
if it did, I don't remember it, because I have dementia.
All right. That's I mean, no, nothing happened. I was just talking about generally the season, you know?
Yeah, Halloween, that's what I don't really have much to say about, because this will definitely get like a couple people mad at me, but I don't really like Halloween. I'm going to be honest. I don't care about Halloween that much. Never really have either. I don't know if it's a combination of... I mean, I like horror. I mean, don't get me wrong, I do like horror.
I like
but I don't really like
horrors.
Fuck you. I don't really like cheesy like horror flicks like, you know, Friday the 13th or Nightmare on Elm Street and stuff like that. And I don't have much of a sweet tooth. Now, dressing up and stuff is fun, but I mean, like, I don't know. I just really don't like Halloween that much is the issue for me. I would still talk about it. I mean, it's not like I wouldn't, but it's not exactly my favorite, though.
Well, I don't really talk about trick-or-treating anymore myself. It's more so just enjoying the atmosphere of all the horror shit, you know, all the creepy, ghouly, and gothic horror going on in that time of year is what I enjoy about October. I don't really care about the trick-or-treating part of things anymore because, well, I'm an adult man.
I enjoy seeing the hot goth bitches.
I would like to dress up again, though. That would be really cool.
Well, in our friend group, there was like talk where like loose talk of us wanting to, but it didn't really come to fruition for one thing or another. But like, I have my stuff ready for next year, and also I'll be jacked by the time of next year.
Right? I think.
Yeah, we all go to the gym now, which is pretty cool.
Well, they've known about that for a while.
Yeah, but we're really trying to double down more and more, especially me. Like once this fucking I have more free time, like
Max Day's tomorrow, buddy. So get ready.
God, I'm sore as shit. I really need to get a proper night's sleep for once.
Thanksgiving, then? Do we want to go ahead and talk about the holiday we missed?
Yeah,
'Cause,
we I mean,
so anyway,
yeah.
corn.
So anyway,
Delicious
corn and
corn.
uncomfortable political talks with your family.
I had
Corn,
neither actually at my Thanksgiving.
Turkey. Really, no corn on Thanksgiving?
I'm trying to think of what we did have because I don't remember.
Fish.
No.
Fish?
Thanksgiving we had like rotisserie chickens, like roasted chicken, and
Ooh, that's good.
fuck, what else did we have? We had mac and cheese. I know we had that.
We had food. Okay, well, you gotta have mac and cheese. That's a requirement. That's good. We do
I
the
mean,
whole
like,
shebang. for
I'm sure
Thanksgiving.
there was some sort of potato dish. I don't remember which kind.
We do the whole shebang for Thanksgiving. We do turkey. We do the superior meat ham. We do stuffing. We do deviled eggs.
We also did do ham.
We did
Ham
corn
is
and cornbread.
very good.
Corn and cornbread together. That's pretty fucking good. The mashed potatoes, the gravy. I mean, anything you can think of that's a traditional Thanksgiving dish, it's there. Plus a bunch of
You have any
tiny
casseroles?
appetizer shits. Of course, there's casseroles. I don't know what the fuck kind, but there was casseroles.
Oh hell yeah! Being a guy who has a grandmother who's like, you know, kind of like a southern.
Oh, look at this guy. He's got a grandmother.
Guy who has a
sorry.
grandmother. Hey,
sorry.
I know my grandmother doesn't love me, but you ain't gonna call me out like that, damn.
No, come on, guys.
Honestly, the joke it'd be even funnier if you just said grandfather, because I don't
It's
have
not-
one of those.
It's not my. I don't either.
You and me, we're the same.
It's not my
Well,
fault. My
um,
other grandmother that actually loved me is dead.
Well, I mean, I'm unfortunately down to grandfather now. God rest his soul, lovely man.
Yeah.
But
Damn.
you know,
Now I'm sad. Damn it.
Yeah.
well, hey, look, you know, it's sad that he's gone, but you know, he was a great guy, and you know, I don't know if we talked about this on the podcast before. I know I've at least talked
No.
to like with Logan personally or whatnot, but like, you know, I am one of those people who try to be in the mindset of like a funeral should be more like a celebration of someone's life than more to be sad over. Of course, you'll be sad, you'll mourn 100%. I'm not gonna say you're not allowed to do that, of course, But, I try to be more positive about it. So, I'm just talking, I unfortunately lost him, would have been last year now.
It was
Like,
October
it was
31st.
Yeah, it was Halloween night of last year.
Mm-hmm.
We lost him.
And the funeral was on November 6th, I believe.
Yeah. But, he still had all of his family that he loved, and he was a godly man, a very strong godly man, and he's where he wants to be now, so it's okay.
And if the audience finds it weird that I remember that day, those dates off the top of my head. Well, there's a couple reasons for that. One, I was very close with Nate's grandfather. He treated me like I was one of the grandkids, and I adored that man. That man was awesome. I helped him out a lot around the house. I mowed the lawn and stuff, and I just do any sort of general work. Usually Nate was there helping me do it too. It was a lot of fun. We got to bond over that and hang out with his grandparents a bit. What another reason why I remember actually is the grandfather I never got to meet on my dad's side. Unfortunately, he died about a year before I was born. He died October 31st in 1999, the exact same day that your grandfather died in 2021. Another reason why I'm a little uneasy during October, I enjoy the horror aspect of October, but like I'm always scared. Is like another one gonna croak? Like all three.
I've
all
had family past October.
3 out of 4 of my grandparents died in October. My grandmother and grandfather on my mom's side and my grandfather on my dad's side all died in October. Separate years, obviously, but all in October. It's kind of fucked.
Man. But yeah, I guess to brighten the spirit a little bit, I went to my grandma's house for Thanksgiving, and she's like a Southern grandma, and any of you people who have like a Southern grandma, you will know they make food like to feed an army. Like, and it is good ass food too. So, you see like 4 crock pots of stuff and like 3 casseroles, about like 8
2
or
turkeys.
so dishes of meats and like, oh my God.
They took that whole Jesus fed the 5,000 thing from the Bible very seriously.
Oh, yeah.
Only they got more than fish and bread.
Oh, yeah. We had stuffing, and like, dude, stuffing's so good. My grandma actually makes these things called stuffing muffins, where she would like bake stuffing like in those what was it like muffin cans, have you seen those dishes where you can bake muffins in? Yeah, like a pan that has like the holes in it for muffins.
It's a muffin pan.
Yeah.
Muffin pan.
It is yes, I should have realized that. Fuck. But yeah, she would basically make stuffing in muffin pans, and they would like congeal together and just make this puck of stuffing, and it was so good. It's so fucking good.
I love my mother's stuffing. She makes the best stuffing ever. I was disappointed when she didn't cook anything for Thanksgiving this year, because we actually have Thanksgiving at my aunt's house, and they take care of all the cooking, and they can cook well, but it's not my mother's cooking, and it's not the same. It was a good time though. My Thanksgivings are usually a little more hectic, because we got to go about. My aunt used to live about 30 minutes from me. It's actually close to where you go to college, Nate. The town across the river. But unfortunately, they moved about 3-4 years ago, and they're living further towards the capital, and that's about a 15-minute drive. So when we get there, we're usually about the first ones there, and then the kids come in, and then I know I'm in for a hell of a time because all the kids want to climb on me because I'm the only one who will actually play with them. Now, I mean, I won't say the only one that will play with them per se because I have my two cousins have not two cousins, I'm sorry. My cousin, she has 2 kids, 2 little girls, and obviously they'll play with her side of the family and all that, but when they go upstairs to play with toys, I get bored because no one's a nerd in my family, so we don't really conversate much about what I do and video games and all that other shit. So I go upstairs and I play with the kids because kids are fun to play with because you can just be weird and they'll laugh at you. So I play with the kids all the time, and they're all fucking climbing on me. One of my cousins, she's like 8 or 9 years old now, and she fucking just throws me to the ground and then sits on my back like I'm a horse, and then we just chill there for like an hour. Like, I'll be on the floor for an hour, surrounded by children, and that's my Thanksgiving until we go eat. Then I eat my food, then we go back upstairs, and then we chill on the floor again.
Nice.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't know if I have a picture of it myself, but I got decorated this time. So they had like this roll of stickers, and they just I was like, her name's Emma. I was like, Emma, what are you doing? She's like, I'm making you beautiful, and she just had stickers all over my face. I was beautiful this year.
Nice. That does remind me actually, because Dillon tells me this. Like, Dillon, you've said before that in your family, like you're the one that all the kids, like the younger ones, like the cousins and stuff, really like, and you
Yes.
don't know why.
Yes, that has always been the case. Like,
Probably because you don't think you're too cool for them.
I mean, maybe. I mean, another part is they know I'm strong, so they like me to pick them up and carry them around. But some of them I can't really do it to anymore because it's like, listen, you're fucking heavy, dude. Like, great. To be fair, I also haven't seen a lot of my cousins in like most of them at least a year or so. It's like I'm definitely a decent bit stronger than I was. So
How old are they?
so on my there's one that's 13, one that's 10, and then there's two that are, I want to say 7 or 8, and then like they're the main ones that have clinged on to me. And now one of my cousins, she has a daughter who's like 2 probably, but I haven't met her yet. But I have a feeling the trend will continue.
She'll be coming around.
Yeah. That's the weird thing that I'm thinking about it. Whenever we get like together as a family, my family, and we get like all the extended family together and whatnot, all the cousins, like third cousin, like you get the whole shebang.
Yeah.
We don't really have any younger people in our family now. Now, okay, we still have young people, but like we don't have anyone under the age of like 14. Like everyone's like at least a teenager. Like I think
Your sister's like 12 years old, dude.
I said extended family. Shut the fuck up.
How about I extend this fucking fist into your jaw, bitch? Fuck you.
But okay, yeah. Other than like my sister, like I think one of the youngest family members that I like know about and see consistently is like 15 or 16. There really isn't any little kids like that I see in my family anymore at all, and if there are, I'm just not aware of them, I guess. Like I don't know, like a lot of us are a lot older now, and like none of the younger people that are like young adults or having kids or anything. So like we're not really getting very many young people in our family right now.
Nathan's family's a bunch of shut-ins. They don't believe in reproduction.
We're odd. We're definitely odd. That's the way to put it.
No, fuck, my family's odd, dude. Don't have kids. You're just.
You just probably don't rush it.
I'm not intending on having kids. Honestly, I just as this one funny more thing I wanted to say. Like I talked about how like a lot of the like kids like want to climb on me or have me carry around and stuff. And the oldest one, who is 13, I haven't seen him in like a year. He doesn't ask me to carry him around anymore. Half of the reason I'm getting stronger is I'm like he'll be able to rival me soon, and that cannot happen. I gotta train now. I'm training to stay above in the hierarchy, above my cousin, and trying to catch up to my brother.
Being strong. I'm going to the gym just because I have nothing better to do with my free time. So,
I mean, that's fair.
Maybe I'll look human eventually instead of some bony fucking weirdo that everyone sees me
you're
as.
Not bony where it counts.
What?
I mean,
what does that even mean?
I mean, you got a fucking dump.
Got some fat fucking pooper cheeks.
Oh yeah, that's right. We determined I have the greatest ass of the group.
Yeah. No. So
how did that happen?
I don't know. That's your tone.
I've always been known as the guy with no ass.
Well,
and the fact that I have all this ass now is confusing.
I mean, hey,
where did it come from?
You gotta get them gains, bro.
Like, how did I know? It was always behind me.
Well, that's the thing is like we have determined pretty much what everyone has like the best of in terms of like either strength or looks. So Logan's the ass guy. Nathan is the thigh guy. I am the calf guy, and Hump is the shoulder guy.
And the personality guy and the cock guy.
Listen.
talking guy.
Yeah. Hump is better than all of us combined. Anyway, that doesn't matter. Now, to be fair, that is more so, I think, for looks overall, because in terms of strength, like, for thighs, like, I'm pretty close to Nathan, actually, which I'm happy about. I'm trying to catch up to him on leg press, because I'm second in the pecking order, which I'm not second in, like, hardly any other exercise we've done. So it's like, I want to do leg press like a fucking madman.
I can I can squat Hump's body weight now, and it concerns me.
So you get strong.
So now, so I picked up Hump from work today, and by pick him up, I mean I went to his place of work and walked home with him. Some of the other employees where he works was like, "You guys want to ride or something?" It's like, "It's just right there." It's like, "We'll walk." She's like, "All right, fuck you guys." It's like, "I'll just give him a piggyback ride if he gets tired, guys. It's fine. It's fine." And Hump laughed, and he was like, wait a minute. You could do that now. It's like, if this was a couple months ago, you definitely could not have done that.
No. Listen, here's what I want you to do, Logan. Next leg day. That's not good. Next leg day, just do 10 reps of my max on leg press. Just do that. You can do it.
Okay, wait, and what's not good? Did Nathan die?
He disconnected from the Discord call for half a second, but he's back.
Oh, shit, okay. Nathan, speak. We gotta carry this thing going.
Yeah, okay. Anyway,
all right, so, as we were saying, Thanksgiving, wrapping up Thanksgiving, you got any additional thoughts, Dillon? With Thanksgiving, do you enjoy Thanksgiving as a holiday? Do you always look forward to spending time with the family, eating, all that?
I like being able to see my, siblings again after a while.
Yeah, because all your siblings are out of the house and grown, yeah.
Yeah. I'm the only one who's
I keep forgetting you're the youngest. Yeah. That's so weird to me that you're the youngest. Because me and Nathan are the middle kids.
Yeah, no, I am the youngest in my family.
Yeah.
So did you guys just, vamp while I was gone?
I'm very on and off Thanksgiving because I enjoy the day itself.
Right.
But I don't enjoy anything else about it. You know what I mean? Like I don't get hyped for Thanksgiving. It just comes around. I'm like, all right, cool. It's Thanksgiving. It's not like Christmas where you're like preparing the entire month for, or in my case, 3 months, because my family, or at least my mom anyway, is very Christmas oriented. Like we're the family that has the tree up by November 1st. And
we are
as
not
many
that
people.
Family.
I mean
we
that's
are
fine.
100% not that family.
Yeah, but you did it this year, bitch.
Well, it wasn't November
I don't want to hear
1st.
I don't even want to hear it. I win. My feelings of superiority are now valid.
Look, my dad cucked me. Right? My dad fucking he destroyed me this year. He ruined my whole entire philosophy.
Okay, hold on. Some of those do not just say as a sentence out of context. My dad destroyed me this year at Thanksgiving.
I'm so sorry for the cough laughs, ladies and gentlemen, but I can't help it. That's so funny.
I realize now the wording was a little bit less than desirable. I'm very sorry.
It's not. Well, I mean, look, we know, but the audience should probably know.
Okay, look. Okay, but look. Okay, despite the horrible word choice, my dad just fucking screwed me over this year with my ideology that he did this, he made it out the whole entire time that I have been his son was not a damn Christmas tree goes up in this house until the day after Thanksgiving. And then what does he do this year? He puts one up a week before Thanksgiving. He's like, Dad, what the fuck?
You know what that is? It's called growing. It's called being an adult and growing the fuck up and realizing time has no meaning.
Time do be having no meaning.
Look,
though.
Neither does the damn calendar.
Look, just
I'm looking.
I'm not abandoning this idea of no Christmas tree till after Thanksgiving. 1 year doesn't completely break that rule.
I mean, okay.
We'll see.
I don't care what you think I care what you do is the weird thing, Nathan. I don't give a shit.
I don't even want to fucking be here. I don't give a shit about anything you do, Nathan.
You act like you're on this grand crusade to keep the spirit of Thanksgiving alive, dude. Anyone who puts up their tree before Thanksgiving still celebrates the fucking day. You act like you're like those people's we're keeping Christ in Christmas. Is dude. Nobody cares.
Didn't ask.
Nobody.
Care.
Like, if you have your personal ideologies about Thanksgiving is like, okay, I don't do Christmas until Thanksgiving's over. That's fine. But getting so upset about it, it's like, dude, who pissed in your Cheerios? Like, what the fuck did the
I don't
Christmas
know.
tree do to you?
I don't know. It's like you challenged me.
I did not. I, in fact, did not. I say, hey, guys, look, we put up our Christmas tree up on right after Halloween. Doesn't it look cool? And you're like, no Thanksgiving, no fun, go to hell, suck a dick.
Hey, look, as true as that probably is, I'm going to ignore that. So,
This is why you don't own the Discord server anymore.
well, I
also
don't
why you
own the
get no
Discord server anymore
bitches.
because I got fucking mush brain. That's why I don't have... Look, that's all... We're okay, we're not going to turn this into, whatever this
He
is
died
gonna
again.
turn
All right,
into.
Dylan. So, what is your opinion
I
on
did
people
not.
who put up
I know
their
I'm still
Christmas
here.
tree? What's your opinion of putting a Christmas tree
So-
up before Thanksgiving? Does it piss you
You're
off?
not
or
going to
kinda
just
mad?
ignore me like
So
I'm not here.
usually-
I know I'm here.
Usually, my family does it after Thanksgiving. I think just because my mom's a tired person. She doesn't fucking feel like dealing with it, and that's understandable. Now, putting it up before Thanksgiving, I don't think is particularly egregious. As long as it is like November, I won't really say anything. Now, if it's like the first week, I'll be like, okay, that's a little bit extra. But if like, I will not be violently angry until you put it up on October 31st or earlier. If you do that, I'll kill your entire fucking family. And that's not a threat. That is a legal guarantee.
I believe the earliest my mother ever put it up, I think was like November. I think it's never been earlier than November 1st. I wanted to say one year there was an October tree, but I can't remember because like mom keeps a Christmas tree out year long for different holidays. She'll like decorate like for Valentine's and St. Patrick's Day. She did that last year, I think.
Right.
I mean, to be fair, the Jack Skellington tree could kind of work for both
Right,
Halloween
yeah.
and Christmas.
Yeah, we have a Jack Skellington tree in the dining room. And it's a giant plushie of Jack Skellington hugging the tree. It's a white tree. But I don't know why I have the date October 18th in my head for some reason, and maybe we put up a tree super early that year. I can't remember. I think it was a year that we were not going to Thanksgiving dinner, that we were gonna have Thanksgiving at our house or something, or we were just not going to Thanksgiving dinner. Mom was like, I'm bored, because
Yeah, I mean,
my mom is a Christmas fanatic. She loves the sense of family. She loves giving us presents on Christmas. She's a Christmas nut. And we have a bajillion Christmas decorations in the closet. So she gets started early because every room in the fucking house has to have a Christmas tree. And it's a lot, but it is fun having my own tree. It's just I get less and less room for this bitch every year because
because
have too
the
much
couch
shit.
came in, and then there was like
Yeah.
the table,
Another
with the CRT
shelf.
and whatnot, the
Yeah.
shelf.
yeah, this room is too much.
Yeah, you would really think the way that I talked about, like, the timing of putting up a Christmas tree and Christmas decorations, that you would think that I'm kind of mad about Christmas. Christmas is my favorite holiday, actually. It's always been my favorite holiday. I don't know why I'm so aggressive about it, actually. It might just be
'Cause
like
you're
my
an
dad,
asshole?
because
I
my
have
dad
no-
is always, I guess I get it from my dad. He's a very like stubborn and like, I don't know, like if he has something he likes to do and he does it that way, he does it that way. And that's probably not a great thing that I have picked up on, but I mean, I don't know. And it's never like, bloodlust. Like I hope we never get actually angry about it. It's just fun to yell at each other about Christmas and Thanksgiving.
No,
But
no.
it is just one of those things where it's just like, but I mean, it's like November, man. I don't know.
I think with my case with my mother, like I personally, I would be so lazy. I probably wouldn't put up my tree until after Christmas. My tree in my own room didn't go up until after November because of school and stuff like that. And then I'm lazy. But with my mom, she's like, I decorate for fall in September. That gets turkeys, that gets pumpkins, that gets the whole shebang. And then when Halloween passed, I throw the pumpkins out and the jack-o'-lanterns away and just keep the turkeys and the fall stuff. We have like one turkey flag. We don't really decorate for Thanksgiving. So she's like, all right, Thanksgiving, Christmas is around the corner. I'm just going to start decorating for Christmas because there's so much of it. She wants to enjoy all of it before she has to tear it all down. Because as weird as it is that she starts so early, the day after Christmas, it will all be gone.
Oh,
The 26th, it is all coming down.
Now, to be
there's
fair,
no
though,
ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Now, to be fair, though, something about decorations that people get, like, super anal about that I am not on board with is, like, people get irrationally pissed off when others don't have their Christmas decorations down, like, by the 26th or 7th. It's like, me personally, you could have your fucking Christmas decorations up till, like, mid-January if you need to. I mean, like, fucking Christmas decorations are, like, there's a lot of them. People have a ton of Christmas decorations, and it's a lot to deal with, so it makes sense it takes forever to take down.
The old way we put up Christmas lights, when we stapled them to the awning out front, we didn't take them down till, like, fucking April one year because we just didn't want to fucking deal with it.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I don't fucking care. They're not plugged in. They're not eating energy. Why do I need to take them down?
I mean,
we actually use one of the disco light things now that people have to just put out in the yard and put disco lights.
Those are so cool.
It's basically the same disco lights we have in the bowling alley, Nathan.
Yeah.
That's what we use now. We don't fuck with actual Christmas lights hanging anymore outside. That and our trees are boring. Our trees are like we don't put the lights on anymore. Oh, some of them we do, but most of the trees we have, like the lights are like made on there. And it's just the tree, you just put 3 sections on, like the base, the middle, and the top, and then you just fluff it, and it's like that instant Christmas tree.
Yeah, my family has a brand new Christmas tree this year, and that motherfucker big. Like, it is, it's like 9 feet tall, I think. And it has like 4 sections and built-in lights. Like, we don't even have to wrap lights around it. It always has lights in it.
Yeah, it's great. It speeds up the decorating process so much. And because this tree, I have so many ornaments now, I don't put all of my like globes on there because I was a John Deere baby, so I have a lot of green and yellow. So I just put some of the green and some of the gold on there, and then the rest of it's like characters and stuff. Like I have a bunch of Disney ones actually. I got Mickey Mouse, I got Simba, Winnie the Pooh. I think there's a Stitch one here somewhere. I actually have, this is really going back, I have a script that I read in a play I was in 2004 or 5, I want to say. Really fucking early Logan years. And I read it for church. And it goes on my tree every year, and I want to say that is some tough ass paper because it is in the shape of an ass, and by an ass I mean a donkey. It is in the shape of a donkey, and it's got them little skinny legs. It's still fucking there, and man, I was bad at coloring back then. Good lord, look at that fucking thing. It's barely brown. Yeah. So and then there's some like Charlie Brown shit, some Rudolph, and I have pictures of my grandparents and stuff on there, but yeah, decorating my tree takes so little time. I did it in like an hour this year, maybe an hour and a half. But a little tradition I kind of started with myself. Some may find this cool or stupid. I don't fucking know. So we have a record player, and Mom has a record of the Charlie Brown Christmas, a vinyl record, like one of the originals from whenever Charlie Brown Christmas came out, like the 50s or 60s. And I put that on while I'm decorating my tree. In my room, I'll put the record player on my bed, plug it in, and then I'll play it like 2 or 3 times in a row until I get sick of it, and then finish decorating my tree. I don't know. It's nice to have a little background noise when you're doing it, and I like the Charlie Brown Christmas special myself, so it just kind of fits the mood while I'm putting all this shit on my tree. Especially because I used to have a scrawny tree like Charlie Brown's, and that was fun. Speaking of which, we do have Charlie Brown's tree in my living room. I forgot about that shit. There's actually one in the living room next to the couch. I'll have to post that one because that's funny. But what about you, Dillon? How's Christmas decorating go for you? I know you wait till after Thanksgiving.
We wait till after Thanksgiving. We put up the one tree, we decorate it, and that's pretty much it.
You know, much like lights or anything like that.
No.
I mean, we're not really either, to be fair. So, I mean, where my family lives, not a lot of people really come here. It's kind of like if you're coming to our house, it's probably because you know us. Like, we're not like in a suburb or anything like that. You don't like drive past our house, get to another one, really. So decorating is kind of redundant for us because like no one comes here.
Do you get your own like special ornament, Dillon? Do you have your own like custom ornaments? You know, like all right, this is Dillon's stuff he puts on this part of the tree, or maybe not custom, but like your own choice of ornaments.
Me and my siblings each have one of our handmade ornaments put on the tree. We have more than one each. It's just my mom wants to preserve them because they've gotten old at this point. So on our tree, there's like a glass ornament that has a picture of my sister when she was younger. I forget what my brother's is, and mine is this little blue ornament, and it has a tiny white handprint on it, and then I drew snowmen on the fingers. And it's wild too, because that was when I was in kindergarten, and I could barely hold on to that ornament, and now I could easily crush that with 2 fingers. That ornament now. Yeah.
Yeah, I had a really cool Christmas tradition. Actually, was my great aunt. It was my grandpa's sister. She would make us ornaments, handmade ornaments. I think every year, and that was one of our big Christmas presents she would give us. And it's been a few years now. I can't remember how many exactly, but she has passed away, unfortunately. So, we don't really hang them up anymore. The last ones that she made for us, we don't really hang them up anymore because we just kind of hold on to them at this point. But it was super nice that she made us ornaments, and we would always put them up on our tree the next year, and then we would get the new ones that year from Christmas when we went over to her house, and then we would put those up the next year, of course. It was nice. She was also a very sweet lady.
We've been making our own ornaments the last 2 years, I think. And you color it and you put your name on it and all that, and the year on the back, and there you go. You got a new ornament to put on the main tree in the living room. We also do stuff like make gingerbread houses and shit. Christmas Day is a very long and packed day for us because we just do a bunch of shit. We watch 2 or 3 movies, gingerbread house, dinner, then we do the fucking make your ornament shit, and just a bunch of other shit. And I've been going to Nate's. I've been visiting Nate on Christmas the last couple years as well, and I plan on doing that again this year whenever you get home.
Yeah, of course.
So, and I will have a gift for spoiler warning. I'll have a gift for your sister as well.
Oh,
actually,
that's very nice.
So, I don't know how much she still plays her 2DS, nice. But
I'm sorry, my brain's hardwired. If I hear I'm sorry.
I don't know how much she still uses her 2DS, and I severely doubt she listens to this podcast. So I'm gonna give her a copy of DKC Returns for
also
3DS.
If she does listen to this podcast, stop.
Kendall, run away.
She really shouldn't.
Don't
go to bed.
There.
Go to bed.
Shit. It was now you just randomly unlocked a memory of a YouTube poop of the episode of SpongeBob where they had the commercial, and in the YouTube poop you watched the commercial, and there was a bunch of these edits or whatnot, and I forgot most of them. They were probably funny. But my favorite one was this professional wrestler. I don't even know who it was, but the commercial ended, static cut to this professional wrestler pointing at the screen and saying, "Go to bed!" And then SpongeBob's like, "Well, time for bed."
Was it Macho Man Randy Savage?
It might have been Randy Savage.
Stone Cold Steve Austin. The Rock.
Can we smell what The Rock is cooking? It's meth.
I watched a podcast. What? I watched another podcast.
What?
What do you mean you watch? Stone Cold, you don't watch podcasts. You listen to them. Shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up. I'm gonna take a beer.
Go to hell.
Honestly, I prefer video.
Yeah,
podcasts.
there are.
We should do an episode like that one day. It'll be fun.
Nah.
Oh, we need to buy a camera though.
I have a webcam.
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
What do you use it to have video chat at all while gaming, or
sometimes?
What do you use it for?
Did you plan to use it for streaming? Was that what it was? I thought you did that.
I don't fucking know. I just have random bullshit. Okay.
I'd like to get a nice video cam for streaming myself. The only issue is I don't have a good spot for it. Where I sit on the couch, I mentioned this on stream before, but I sit in a very awkward position to stream and record these episodes because I try to stay close to my mic. But I'm on a couch, and the way a couch is pretty far back. So if I sit back to relax, I'm way back here, and that doesn't sound too good. So I have to sit in this awkward position, and I just kind of don't want them seeing me tilted forward like this, and I don't know. I need a
Gamer
proper
lean.
chair. Yeah, the gamer lean. If I was in a chair, I'd be infinitely more comfortable, but I don't know. That's the cost of having a couch. It's better for casual gaming, but streaming
yeah.
my streaming setup is dog shit. It's very bad.
That is fair enough. So we have discussed decorating,
holidays.
getting ready for
Yeah.
what?
The holiday.
Oh, okay. I don't know why. I thought you said something. I don't know what you said.
I said
But-
hell's bells.
Hell's bells. Yeah, well, we were talking about getting ready for the holidays, decorating for the holidays, and whatnot. I guess the best thing to talk about next is presents that you've received on Christmas that you can think of that are like very like vivid memories or like big memories.
One of my Dillon, do you have anything in mind? I might have one. off the top
Special
of my head.
Christmas gifts. I mean, not off the top of my
Favorites?
head, no.
Well, one that really stuck out to me. There's a couple. I remember being hyped as shit when I got my Wii U. I loved that thing. Yeah, a couple. Because I actually, one of my favorite ones was in 2010. I think was was it 2010 or 2011? Whenever Mario's 25th anniversary was, and yeah, that would have been 2010. I think they released the Mario All Stars collection on Wii. And it was basically just the Super Nintendo collection put on the Wii disc. There was literally no difference. And it was the version without Mario World for some fucking reason. They had like this limited edition box. And I have that limited edition box. It's seen better days, but it's still stable. It came with like a little music disc, and it came with the game. So I really wanted that for Christmas. And that is how I first played the original Super Mario Brothers. I had not played Super Mario Brothers until that point. I played all the sequels on my Game Boy Advance, but the Wii gave me the opportunity to play the very first game, and I remember being hyped as fucking shit. So me and my dad, for the first bit of that Christmas, played Super Mario Brothers for like 3 hours, which was really fun, because I sucked at the game and he was good at it, because he played the game like 30 years before I or 20 years before I did.
He knew all the secrets.
Yeah, I mean, I knew where the warp zones were, but that made it harder, because I was getting further in the game. What else was there? There was, the year I got my 3DS was pretty cool too, because I got a shitload of 3DS games right off the bat. I got Star Fox 64 3D, and I got Mario 3D Land. That was really fun. That was probably Christmas of 2012, and I remember that because that was the year Kingdom Hearts 3D came out. Dream Drop Distance. That was really fun. Oh my god, 3D is a pun, because there's 3Ds and it's fuck. Oh god, Nomura. Let's see. Pretty much all my Christmases had at least something that was really hype. 2013 is when I got the Wii U. That was cool. 2014, I got a Retron 5 because it was cheap. Thing was like $150, and well, it's not a very good console, but it's a good enough way to play some old shit. And we had that was the first time I was getting actual Super Nintendo games, and I got a copy of Mario World myself. And my Super Nintendo collection hasn't grown that much, but I have a healthy amount of games now. But yeah, I'd say probably my most hyped Christmas was probably getting that limited edition Mario All Stars pack. I've always had good Christmases. Like, there's always been something really good under the tree. But other than that, I'd say the best one was that, because it was just, I just remember really wanting that game, really wanting the All Stars collection. I was just really hyped to have it.
So I finally thought of one, or at least one or
Okay.
two. I'm pretty sure I got my PS4 for Christmas in like 2015, give or take.
I got mine in 16. 2016 is when I got mine.
It was between 2014 and 2016. I don't remember. I'm pretty sure it was 2015. There's that one. I remember when I was like 10, probably. I got a tomahawk, like an actual real like military tomahawk.
Like
That's
the
awesome.
kill people kind of
Dude,
tomahawk.
that thing's spike is so fucking pointy. Like it would be like putting it through an eggshell, except the eggshell's someone's head. It's wild how many like dangerous things my parents have been willing to give me for Christmas, because when I was like 8 years old, they got me my first pocket knife, and within an hour I was at the emergency room.
Oh yeah, that's where like that really big fucking scar on your thumb comes from, isn't
It's
it?
on my pointer finger, not my thumb, but yes.
Oh, okay. Wait, did you have a scar on your thumb as well?
No.
Oh, must be thinking of someone else and shit.
Yeah, nice job, dickweed.
Sorry, I know you had a big scar from that knife in particular. I remember you telling me about that.
Yeah.
I forgot where.
Yeah, no, I sliced the fuck out of my finger. And, to be fair, I've never really, like, cut myself seriously with a knife since then.
I sliced the fuck out of my finger a couple months ago at work, tapping a beer keg. That was not fun. That bitch hurt. It was one of those like little, it's like a key ring that you bleed the CO2 lines, and it just fucking
actually,
sliced in my fucking. It was like halfway in my thumb. It was like,
I can think of two, not like really severe. Like all they needed was like a band-aid, but like they hurt cuts, and so one was I was like scraping like dead skin off my foot with a knife, and then I cut too deep, and then
Botched toe.
botched. And then another one was at my previous job. I had a utility knife, and I would like pick at my nails with it, which admittedly wasn't a good idea. And at one point, I accidentally sliced into my thumb, like where like the thumb and the nail meet on the side, but that healed within like 2 days. So I haven't had to get stitches from a cut since I was like 8.
I never got cut to the point where I needed stitches. I don't think I've ever gotten stitches.
Me
Don't
neither.
recommend them.
No.
I'd imagine they suck.
Yes.
I just thought of another Christmas. Last one, I promise, and then Nate needs to go. But Nathan, I don't know how I forgot this. I guess it was just that long ago. So the Christmas of 2008 was the year I got KH2 actually on my PS2. That was my introduction to Kingdom Hearts. And but the reason I remember that Christmas so vividly because that was my sister's gift, not mine. That's where I got all my Ninja Turtle shit. I got like the Turtle Van and like I don't know. I got a fuckload of Ninja Turtle toys that year. It was Ninja Turtle Christmas that year. That was a fucking great year. I remember playing with that shit for hours.
But you unfortunately didn't get the Ninja Turtle lair though.
No, I mean, fuck, dude. Christmas is at the time of this recording is past midnight, so it's in 4 days. There's still time.
There's
There's still time.
We could like airship the turtle lair and do a review on it.
I tell you what, that'll be our first video episode. It doesn't have to be for Christmas. We can buy the turtle lair, and we talked about this before. It'll just be me playing with it. It'll just be me playing with it. Like we'll do a regular episode, but the entire time I'm talking, I'm just playing with the lair and sending Leonardo down the stairs or something. I don't know.
Yeah, God, shit. It is weird to think that was an episode 1 gag, and that was back in March.
We're still talking about it.
Yeah,
I'm down with it. I love.
Which, to be fair, we don't really have a lot of running gags other than like the censorship one, of course. But that's like an integral
just because
one.
you're a
and like the turtle
fascist.
van.
You are a fascist who would not let me say.
Dylan, I have to ask if Nathan didn't censor it, would you say it is off?
No, it would be a third of the amount, and that's the funny.
It's the principle of the thing. It's the principle of the thing.
Listen, like
that was such an innocuous topic. I didn't think that would be a running joke as well.
you try to
What, the
put your
principle of the
fucking
thing?
boot on my neck, I'm gonna resist.
I mean, principle of the thing. I just say that all the fucking time anyway.
I mean, yeah.
Not necessarily on the pod, but in like my day-to-day life. I mean, if it's the principle of the thing, I'm gonna make it very apparent in the conversation at hand.
Most of the petty shit I do is based off the principle of the thing.
But what about you, Nate? Can you think of any, like, before we derail too much, like, can you think of really awesome Christmas presents, like really particular ones?
Yeah, I had a couple of good ones. My memory is really bad from whenever I was younger, so most of these will be like at least in the last like 5 years or so, because I can remember shit from whenever I was like really young. I do remember though, like a few years ago, that I got a gamer chair, because I got my
gamer chair.
I think it was when I first got my PC and I needed a chair for it. And so my mom got us gamer. Me and my brother both got gamer chairs, and it came with like this like leg rest that pops out the bottom, that is like attached to it horribly. Like, it is an absolute death trap. It's basically like a cushion that is put on 2 metal rods, and these metal rods are, like, in place by, like, these 2 holders that are at the bottom of the chair. So basically, it's just like a cushion that's on these metal rods that leverage 100% of their weight on these small circular metal pieces that are on the bottom of the chair, which is like wood. So if you rested like basically any weight on it, the weight would like leverage and start digging the nails out. So eventually it would just pop off. So I never used that thing. Derek's broke within like a month of using it.
Nice.
So, I never use it because it's just like, that's horrible. It would break instantly. I still use that chair to this day. I kind of want to get a different one because that chair has actually made me realize how much I really don't like the way, like, air quote, gamer chairs are designed. They're really not that comfy, I'm going to be honest. I don't know. Maybe it's just like the leather part of it or whatnot.
Yeah, that's my problem with them. That's why
I also kind of want to get a new one because I also have a gamer chair.
Yeah, I'm the only one here without it. I used to have a really good roller chair, but it went to my sister, and I think where I actually got rid of it about a year or two ago. I had a shitty roller chair for a while after my sister stole mine, and it was okay. I gamed in it for a while, and Nathan may remember it was that blue one I had with like the arm handles. The problem with that chair, it was slanted forward. So, like, when you sat down, your ass was going forward. It's like, who the fuck designed this chair? Like, it was fine for what it was, but, like, the older it got, the more... because it was tilted forward and your body was going forward, over the years when it started wearing out, it was fucking leaning further forward. So, it's like... You guys seen, like, a couple years ago in the event to stop shitting on company time, they were making those toilets that were designed to, like, lean forward and make your legs fall asleep or some shit. It was like that horse shit. It was not fun.
No.
So that chair's been gone for a while. I don't know what the fuck happened to it. It's most likely trashed, but I would love to get another roller chair and have a proper desk and all that in the future because chairs are... I miss having a chair. I really miss having a chair. The couch is great, but I want a chair again.
I don't know. For some reason, you talking about that just made me think of like the anti-manspreading chair. Like that just popped into my head all of a sudden whenever you mentioned that one.
I'm not gonna lie, my brain gets nervous when I hear anti because I think Semitic is going to follow it. Listen, after all the shit Kanye's done, I'm on edge.
Hey, I was talking to one of my friends over at college, and he was like, I'm convinced that Kanye and Ye are different people. It's like a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde situation. Maybe. Which would be pretty fucking funny if that's the case. No, I think of the anti-manspreading chair for some reason, and like my favorite reaction I've seen to that is, I don't remember where I saw it. It was probably some like shit posting site where someone put in that video where Captain America like does that video where he talks to like a student or something through like a VHS video, and where he flips the chair around because the way the chair is designed is like at where the back of the chair is, it's wide, but then it slims down as it goes forward. So if you turned it around and just sat in it like, you're facing forward to the back of the chair, you would probably have room to sit how you want to, other than the chair back being in your way, of course. But other than that, you could still like spread your legs a little bit.
Manspreading is such a weird phenomenon to me because I don't normally have the issue of crushing my balls. I guess I guess my balls just hang low enough to where I can angle them to where I'm not smushing them, but I don't have that issue. Like I spread my legs a bit when I sit down. Like I think every guy does, but I'm also not like these fuckers on the internet where they're like completely doing like ballet splits. It's weird for me. I don't.
If my knees aren't 5 feet apart, someone's gonna die. I'm kidding, but
I mean, I was about to say, dude, what is your definition of 5 feet? Because I sit next to you in the car all the time, and you're not like spreading at all. I don't think any of us have that issue besides Nate, but Nate's a big guy. Nate's got to spread his legs a bit. He's giant. Man's gonna take up some volume.
Yes.
It's this is a weird topic to get on out of nowhere, so we're not gonna stay on very long. I think it's like a give and take kind of thing. It's all about being accommodating, of course. Like,
yeah.
if you have the room to, like, spread your legs a little bit and be comfortable as a guy, that's fair. If people need to sit next to you, you should close your legs up a little bit, be accommodating to people.
Well, yeah,
And that's
cross
just
your
the long and
legs,
short
you
of it.
know?
I really don't think it's that much of an issue.
Like, I think it's so silly that, like, there are some people who are so stuck up their own ass they can't cross their legs or something, when someone else is sitting next to them in public transport. But also, like, making it such a huge phenomenon, it's not some. I mean, the fact that it gained so much traction to begin with was what was so surprising to me. As like, wow, this is really an issue. Like, am I just weird? Like, I've never met
like,
anyone who had this
people-
problem.
I
You
don't
know?
fucking know. I think it's just one of those
No,
things
it's
that
like-
gets
it's like an
exaggerate-
internet
yeah,
problem.
exaggerate on the internet.
Well, no, it wasn't just the internet. It was all over the fucking news, dude. It was all over the fucking TV. You couldn't escape it.
Fucking TV's for
Like-
assholes.
I mean, yes, it is.
I
and you
mean-
shouldn't take anything the mainstream media says that seriously. But, like, it was a fucking phenomenon. Everyone was talking about it after the fact, was what it was.
Yeah, the thing about it that was annoying is some people would, like, be like, yeah, manspreading is the root of all misogyny. It's like, I mean, isn't there, like, worse things to be considering when it comes to, sexism
I
other
think
than
misogyny
manspreading? I think there's bigger
is the
issues.
source of all misogyny. Yeah, it was. We'll drop it, but it's like, man, that was certainly a thing that happened in our lifetime.
I mean, it's kind of funny when you really, like, look at it, but...
I mean, everything's funny in hindsight.
I mean, yeah.
Well, most things.
Yeah, Christmas. Yeah, this is a Christmas episode, I guess.
I mean, we talk a lot about Christmas.
I mean, yeah. What other Christmas presents did I have that were pretty dope? Oh yeah. I got my Xbox One back in, I want to say 2015. I mean, you can help me corroborate this, Logan. It was the year before I got my PS4, so I think that was 2015.
14 then. Because
14?
you got your PS4 a year before I did. I got it in 16. You would have got yours in 15. So I think your Xbox would have been 14.
Okay, yeah.
So at the end, the end of that year, but
Yeah. But yeah, I got my Xbox One, and I played it quite a bit, actually. That's the sucky thing is, to be honest, I genuinely really liked my Xbox One. I loved the games I played on it. It was a whole lot of fun. I played a ton of Master Chief Collection, ESO, Sunset Overdrive. Sunset Overdrive is genuinely an amazing fucking game. Yeah, but like, none of my friends had an Xbox One. Like, at that point, everybody had a PS4. So I was like playing by myself basically the entirety of that year of like high school and whatnot. So I was like, fuck it. And I was like, can I please have a PS4 for Christmas? And like my parents were like, you just got a console last year. But then I was like, no one plays that console I got though. So I had a PS4 and an Xbox One for a decent chunk of time, and it kind of became a thing where I played all my single-player stuff on the Xbox One, and the PS4 is where I played all of my multiplayer stuff. But then I got to the point where I was like, okay, I don't need this thing anymore. So I sold it. And I so happened to sell it to Dillon, actually.
For $100, Dillon, you've got a fucking steal, dude.
Mm-hmm. Still have it.
I paid about 100. I paid about 130 for mine. It's funny. I told myself I would never get this piece of shit, but I have it now. I bought it on a whim. Well, okay, I didn't buy it on a whim. I was actually supposed to be given the Xbox, but it ended up being for sale by the time I was allowed to have it. So that was fine. I only paid 130. I wasn't too about it. So, and I like having it. It's nice to be able to play 360 games without having to hook up the 360 all the time. I've grown accustomed to the Xbox controller because I actually really like the Xbox One controller a decent bit because it's like the Switch Pro controller. But I don't use it that much. Game Pass is pretty poggers, and Master Chief Collection is awesome. I don't really have much else to say about the Xbox other than that. Original Xbox is best Xbox. Get fucked. Anyway.
Yes.
That's a purely subjective thing. It is a joke. Calm down. Anyway.
Yeah, you don't want to piss off all three of the 360 fanboys we have in the audience.
I'm sure we have some. I wouldn't sell our audience short like that because the 360 was easily the more popular console. of its generation.
I mean,
well,
yeah.
not counting the Wii, because the Nintendo console is always in its own category.
Yes.
The whole Sony versus Microsoft thing, the 360 kicked the shit out of the PS3 for many reasons. The PS3 did have some things over it, but that's a different topic for another time.
Yeah, we're getting into like old console wars debates all at that point. Well, I wouldn't really call it debate because we're just
Genesis
talking
does
about
what Nintendo
don't. Oh man, it's so funny looking back on the console wars, dude. That shit is hilarious.
Yeah, it's not as exciting as it used to be, Like, it's very,
Nah.
especially these days, like, the Xbox Series X and the PS5, like, fuck, no one gives a shit. All the people care about is, like, fuck, which one's easier to get your hands on, which I think is still the Xbox at this point.
Yeah.
What about you, Dylan? What's your stance on the console wars? Are they dumb or are they funny?
I mean, they're somewhat funny to look at and laugh at other people having them sometimes, but yeah, it's dumb. You're simping for a company that doesn't give a shit about you.
I mean, fair enough. It's weird because, like I said about the PS4 thing, I still liked my Xbox One a lot, actually. Like, I genuinely think it's a good console. But the fact that I didn't have anyone to really play with on that console, though, really, sold the PS4 to me in itself. Because, like, it's you just gotta play with your friends at this point, And, like, with couch co-op kind of going out the window, more or less, you gotta find, online games to play with your friends. So everyone's gotta have the same console, more or less.
Yeah. That's sorry, I was distracted. My father was texting me, and I was like, "Oh God, what did I do?"
he said Facebook memes.
Well, no, he said, "What's the matter?" And I'm like, "Oh God, if Dad's asking me this, I'm not hiding my mental illness well enough." So, no, text emotions are weird. I would say, what were we talking about? Couch co-op.
I was just talking about how, like, at this point, you look a little bit less at the console itself and just more of what do your other friends have so you can play with your friends.
Yeah, and I think now more than ever, like, people are just kind of, like, in this weird limbo of, I want to, like, objectively look at everything to see what games I want to play in my own time, but I still want to play with my friends. I think that's why people are kind of gravitating towards PlayStation more. I think that's why people jump ship from 360 to PS4 is because, like, the PS4 was promising some pretty neat things after its first year. Because the first year, the Xbox One and the PS4 weren't worth shitting on. Like, 2013 was an absolutely awful year for them. But that's common in launch years. So people saw this shit coming out on PS4, like, man, that looks pretty fucking good. So once they became so similar, it didn't matter. It's more so, well, what does everyone feel like getting? And we'll go from there. I would say right now, like PS5 and Xbox, I think it's kind of weird to compare them because what's coming out on these things, that we're really excited for? Like, God of War came out. That was pretty fucking awesome from what I hear. I haven't played it yet.
So fucking good.
So the PS5 has a seller now. Like, because Miles Morales, the Spider-Man game, came out on PS4 as well. People didn't necessarily have to jump ship to get that. So we finally have, like, a killer app on the PS5 proper. And what does the Xbox have to offer right now that the PC market isn't getting? Especially because I'm pretty sure they're putting everything on PC now, on Microsoft's end.
Yeah, a lot of stuff is just on Steam at this point. Other than, like, Gears games, which is a weird one. Like, the Master Chief Collection, which is, like, the one of their two big IP that Microsoft have, is already on Steam. And I think the only Gears game is, like, Gears 5. Now, if you put, like, the other games on Steam...
4 is on Steam as well.
4 is on Steam. Okay.
Yeah, I'll fact check that, actually. Go ahead.
Yeah, but other than that, yeah, a lot of Microsoft's exclusive stuff is just going over to PC anyway. So I don't know, it's a little bit weird with Microsoft because they don't really have exclusives anymore, like to the same degree that Sony does.
No, it is not on Steam. My bad. It is not on Steam. There's Gears 5 and Gears Tactics. I have no idea what that is.
Shit.
They need to put the original trilogy on this bitch.
Oh, I would play the fuck out of a PC
We
port of
would
the
play
original
the
trilogy.
fuck out of those.
Well, yeah,
That would
of
be
course.
so fun.
Hell, Dillon
I
could
would love
play with
that.
us on the Gears 3 multiplayer, or the Gears 3 campaign, because that goes up to 4 players.
Fuck yeah, that'd be great. You ever played Gears?
No. I've seen, like, clips of, like, gameplay, though. It looks fun.
It's weird.
Oh, yeah,
I could have sworn 4 was on there.
Yeah, the campaigns for those games are fantastic. I haven't played 4 or 5 yet. I know 5's kind of shit. 4 I'm not really certain on. I think people are okay with that one.
Well, that's weird. It says it's on Microsoft Windows. What the fuck? Hold on. It usually means Steam. PC version. Where is the PC version at? Where can I buy this? Oh, on on Xbox. I was about to say Windows.com. Xbox.com, I guess. Yeah, Gears of War. Gears of War 4 for Xbox One and Windows 10. I guess you got to buy it through the Xbox store. That's kind of fucking weird.
Oh yeah, because like Windows devices have like a straight up Xbox like store you can go through.
It's almost like they're made by the same people.
Holy shit!
What the fuck?
Nah,
Who
that
told
couldn't
you that?
possibly be it.
I think you're fucking lying, Logan.
I do not see the logic in this.
Weird. Dude, Microsoft confuses the hell out of me.
They're
Fuck Microsoft.
they're a little odd.
I mean, yeah. Fuck
Yes.
Microsoft.
Listen, I don't like
So-
Microsoft. That's why I haven't activated Windows yet.
I mean, I don't like Microsoft.
Robbing
Yeah.
Billy Gates of his money.
William Gates does not need my $100.
Look, Dillon, you can't not pay for something towards $1 billion corporation. You're taking money from them, Dillon. It's wrong.
Oh, boo-hoo. Let me play you Despacito on the world's
So,
smallest violin.
As we come to a close, fellas, do you guys, even though New Year's resolutions are silly, do you have anything you're hoping for next year? Not necessarily resolutions, but just anything you want to have, something to look forward to for the next coming year.
Be jacked.
More consistent podcast.
I mean, that's very
Actually,
reasonable.
no, not be jacked.
Both of us.
Just be strong as fuck. I don't give a shit what my appearance
fucking
looks
yoked.
like. I just want to be strong as shit.
Given everything I've dealt with this year, I'm hoping to be in a better state of mind.
No, I never hope for
hopefully not
that.
be as much
I
as
know it's
I-
we're going downhill on this roller coaster,
By-
baby.
I mean, I'm fine with that, but thinking positive for the audience and all that. I'm hoping that at least having more consistent pods and stuff, I think would be great. But also just having not so much shit get in the way of what's fun and what we do, I think would be great because this has been fun. Even though we're not technically in a year yet, this podcast has been awesome, and I want to keep doing this for a long time. So I'm hoping that as time moves forward and the new year comes along, we get to do this as often as we want, and we get to keep a very consistent upload schedule, and we just get to enjoy ourselves. I really
Actually,
hope all three of us get that, and our other
I
friends
just
as well.
thought of what I want to happen in the next year, and it is pod related. I want to finally be free from the boot of oppression of Nathan, be allowed to say freely. You fucking fascist.
when we get on Spotify.
That'd be great.
God, I mean,
Nate still has the raw files, so I mean he
yeah,
can do that.
uncensoring episodes is going to be annoying, but
That's
I can
why
do it.
you should have made a cut
Also,
without censors first.
Nathan, if we ever get the pod on Spotify, we should, in addition to the intro, we should do a cover of the Seinfeld bass line, and it should be done by other Nathan. And
With
That would be
actual
pretty sweet.
music or his lips.
both. I want him to blow out his mic.
Is this our first time mentioning other Nathan on the podcast?
Probably.
Yeah, he wasn't really much of an entity, till we
Yeah, he wasn't really a player until the hiatus.
The hostile takeover.
No, yeah, I guess so. I forgot about the
Yeah.
hostile takeover. Good times. Good times.
Not the first
Good
hostile
times.
takeover, the other hostile
The
takeover.
one that was legitimately, I took over the pod briefly.
The first one was the first one. That was fucked. I created so much drama for no reason.
I mean, Logan was playing both sides, so he would always win.
Yes. I mean, here's the
Look,
thing. He was
man.
playing both sides, but I feel like I ultimately came out on top. Because I got everything I
man.
wanted.
I fueled the fire, and then I decided to be like, you know what? What would happen if I dropped gasoline on it? I was just trying to watch. What was I doing that? I was watching fucking Dragon Ball. That's what it was. I was just trying to watch Dragon Ball. I didn't even care. I was like, all right, they're fighting. I'm getting tired of Dillon saying the same thing over and over. Nate, mute him. All right, now how can I add to this? Dillon DMs me. Oh.
Yeah, no, here's the thing. When I got fucking muted, every neuron in my brain fired, and it was just fucking anger. Like,
I think that's been one of my favorite things that's happened this year with the pod thus far.
here's the thing. I rarely have negative thoughts towards you guys, or like, yeah, I don't want to do fucked up shit to you guys 99.9% of the time. When Nathan muted me, I'm like, I'm gonna drive to his house and I'm just gonna take a knife and just fucking stab him in the stomach, and then I'm just gonna walk away.
What was funny is Nathan was at work when all that happened.
Yeah, which really
I was at
made
work
it
during
made
all
it
that.
a lot easier for me. Because by the
That's
Nah,
true.
yeah, because I had moments of time where I wasn't paying attention to my phone.
yeah, so like the moment I got the chance, like it was Nathan. Like wait, unidentified login. Fuck. By the time he tried to fix it, it was already too late. I had that shit on lock. Legitimately, like I had the pod at my mercy. I made Nathan bend the knee for once.
I don't know why you always make it out like I have so much power when really you guys have a lot more control than you even say that you do.
Well,
Like all I have above you guys is I can edit. Like I'm the one who edits these. That is all I have.
Well, you're the only one who edits.
Yes.
You're not the only one who can edit. I can definitely edit these episodes. I just don't.
I honestly theoretically could. I just don't fucking want to, and I'm not gonna.
I think I will be perfect. I'm perfectly fine editing videos if it ever needs to be done. The only issue is that this is Nathan's baby, and I don't want to be directed, I guess. So, I wouldn't be against the idea of editing the episodes, but I know, like, because it means so much to you, I figured you want to do it, and that actually sounds like a really asshole-ish reason. But I'm serious. It's just because the podcast was Nathan's idea. It's his baby. I figured he'd want absolute control over
To me,
that part of it.
pods are like the opposite of dicks. I like them uncut.
What the fuck?
So here's the thing, though, Dylan. When Nate cuts, he's cutting out all of our and dead
The
air.
fucking
So, I
audience
mean,
deserves to hear the truth.
the audience doesn't want to hear
I
that
don't.
shit.
The audience doesn't want to hear the actual polished episodes either. Now, our best episode is about foreskin. Yeah, Nathan, you're gonna say what I said was just now was out of pocket. No, that's just keeping with the theme. I'm trying to stay on brand. God damn it.
Are we
I'm
doing
still
our
not
foreskin
clickbaiting
episode
foreskin.
next year? Are we doing our foreskin episode
Yes.
next year?
Yeah, we'll do the foreskin episode next year.
We should do a foreskin episode like every year on its anniversary.
Oh my god.
We gotta wait that long? We gotta wait that long? I was kind of thinking doing it in February.
We could do it for the 1 year episode. I'm saying after that though, like for however long this pod runs, every anniversary.
So do we need to do research into foreskin technology and advancements in the world of foreskin
I mean,
science every
Nathan,
year?
you could just tell
Actually, who
fucking
was-
shitty jokes where it's like, hey, yo, boys, what if you just stuck a pickle up there?
Who was... I want to go to YouTube here. Who was the guy that wanted to know about the foreskin?
Shout out to that guy. I'm sorry, you came to the wrong
Shout out
corner of
to
the
that.
internet. I'm sorry for that.
Fuck. Hold on.
Yeah, I apologize. I'm pretty sure he's not even subbed.
I mean, that's
fake
fair.
Fan. You're
He
dead
might have
to
just
me.
given
You're
up
dead
on
to
us.
me. Fake fan. I'll kill you. I will kill your fucking face.
But if I want to get a little bit serious here for a moment, I guess we've been serious, but interjecting jokes and whatnot. But it has almost been around a year. Well, it's at least been
Wes.
long enough.
His name was Wes.
Wes. That's what it was. It was Wes.
For God's sake, Nate, sign your comments.
Oh wait, sorry.
I'm sorry. Go
My
ahead.
bad.
Go ahead.
Yeah, but I guess to be a little bit serious, though, it has been super cool being able to do this with you guys. And I assumed you would be on board, but I never really thought you would be as into it, I guess. So I do appreciate you actually giving me the opportunity to do this. So it does mean a lot going into the next year, knowing that we'll be able to keep doing this because you guys are both on board with it.
I think the podcast has been because we have like a consistent project. The three of us, it's brought us real close together, and I'm very grateful for that. I mean, we were already close friends, obviously, easily. But this is just like because it's besides video games, we have something consistently that's like a passion. Well, I get passion project may be a strong term for it, but like a project that we are consistently working towards and trying to help grow, I think is really cool.
Yeah.
Besides just relaxing and having fun together, we're actually doing something we see as productive, and that's cool because when you're doing something you like and it feels like you're accomplishing something, we're putting content out there for other people to enjoy, supposedly, and there's a nice bit of serotonin that hits you in the head when that happens, and I really like it. I really like knowing that we're doing so. It was the same high I was getting when we did our Let's Play channel for a month. That was fun. It was really fun. And if anyone knows about that channel, don't worry, we'll come back eventually. I've been thinking about that recently. We're gonna rebrand that a little, but I've loved doing this, and we're nowhere in the position to be reflecting this hard on it as of now. But I'm hoping to do it for a long time.
Yeah, I mean, it's the holidays, New Year's,
Yeah,
It's a time when you reflect back on a year in general. And on the podcast, why not reflect on the podcast itself? So if there's anything you guys feel like getting sentimental about or mushy about, whatever comes to the podcast or each other, I would definitely like to hear it. Closing statement for me, at least, because I just got one more thing to say. Anyone who's stuck around to listen to this fucking dumpster fire, I appreciate it a ton. I've said it at least a couple times, but there's never going to be a point where I'm going to be like, oh, I don't need to say it, because I'm probably going to say this until the day this fucking podcast dies. But thank you a lot for listening. It genuinely means the world to me, even if it's like a handful of views. That means a lot to me. It makes me giddy every time I see at least one more view on an episode. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. I'm really grateful to all the viewers, everyone who listened to the Foreskin episode and didn't subscribe. Damn. I'm so sorry we gaslit you. Inadvertently.
I'm not. I'll do it again.
Thank you. Thanks for listening. Like it's awesome, And if any of you guys bled over into my Twitch channel at all from this, that's even better. Like that's great. I doubt anyone from my Twitch channel came here because I'm pretty sure I know all my followers. At the time, I knew every single follower I had. But it's great to know that we've somewhat caught an audience, and even if it's not as broad as we were hoping, it's only our first year, not even a year yet, and we're tackling our own issues with it because everything has its challenges. And well, I mean, hey, we were gone for almost 3-ish months, and well, we're back to record an episode. It's obvious we want to keep doing this, so I don't plan on ever stopping unless one of you die, in which case I'm not doing this by myself. Would be right.
That's the one-man podcast.
That's just damn disrespectful. Dillon?
What, you want a closing thought from me?
I mean, I guess
I would appreciate it.
All right. Do you have anything to add to what we said?
Alright, I'm just going to say it. Come. No, seriously, though.
There it is!
Genuinely, thank you guys for watching. Thanks especially to those who have subscribed to this podcast, because for some reason you have the same frequency of brain damage as us, and you're like, yeah, I'll keep coming back for more. That's astonishing. Thank you. And, campaign harder in our Twitter replies to make Nathan not censor me. We can do it, boys. Come on.
I think it's possible. I think it's possible. I mean, I'm already owner of the server, so I mean, we got way further than I thought we were going to with this takeover. and it happens so fast.
I do like how
But I think
the idea that Logan's the server owner just kind of popped up, and he was like, "Wait a minute, what?"
no one said anything. When did this happen?
That's like a month ago.
Was that when other Nathan was in the server?
Yes.
Holy shit! I never
we call him out on his
fucking
bullshit
noticed.
one time, and he resigned as CEO. Good God, you could never make it on Wall Street.
Yeah, so that happened in the middle. Okay, so I don't know if you watched the stream, Nate. That happened in the middle of one of my Fallen Order sessions, and that was weird to take in live. So I was like, well, that happened. I was not angry. I was severely confused.
Oh, no, I was like, this motherfucker has overreached for the last time. I'm gonna kill him.
I was so confused and honestly a little nervous because I was like, okay, I met this guy once. What's he doing in a Discord server with me? Like, I'm already uncomfortable being in my school Discord, you know? So I was like, this is going to be one of those days. This is going to be one of those anger moments from Dillon for sure. But I just want to be clear. I was not angry. I was not angry.
You can go back and watch the stream and find out that I, in fact, was angry.
Dillon was, in fact,
Listen,
angry.
Well, we also talked off mic about it.
Yes.
During the stream. I didn't want it to be. I did not want that to be on live because it would be. That was not a proper. It would be very inappropriate.
Yeah, but most of the shit that I find funny is.
It's more so. It's like, oh wow, Bloomfeld drama. I know we're nowhere near big enough for that sort of spiel, but it's like, oh yeah, Bloomfeld drama. They're gonna kick Nate from his own podcast or something. It's like,
I don't think it's a secret. If the audience has watched even like one random episode of this podcast, they probably know I challenge Nathan's bullshit at every fucking turn. Like, this is just routine at this point.
It's out of respect for our privacy, Dillon.
That's the only time we have respect. You guys have respect for our privacy is when it's drama. When it's like us accidentally doxing ourselves, we're just like, yeah, well.
Bullshit. I mean, knowing what state we're in is not doxing.
It gives
knowing
them
your name
narrow,
is not doxing.
It helps them narrow it down.
Dillon, you're acting like someone is trying to like put the pieces together. It's like, where's this guy?
Dillon,
because I'm telling you right now, Nathan, I would be that guy.
As someone who is in IT, Dillon, it doesn't take that much.
I know
if
it
people
doesn't.
wanted to find you, they would have found you months ago.
Listen.
It's too late. You're in the Matrix. Andrew Tate was wrong. It's
Listen,
over.
No, here's the thing. I know people can find me, and I have given them fair warning. If you do, I will kill you without remorse or hesitation. I won't even give you a warning.
Then what are you worried about? Then what are you worried about?
Maybe someone's even more base than I am, and they get the drop on me.
Nah, impossible.
Listen,
Impossible. Dillon is supremely based.
I live in constant paranoia, okay? For no reason whatsoever.
Dillon, for the love of God, please never do meth.
Oh my, dude, I would become a god on meth. I would be unstoppable.
Here's the thing. As someone who's seen people do it, don't do it because that shit makes you more paranoid than dude, you make like not
like I need
way.
meth
No, you
to
may
do that.
actually fucking
like
die.
I need fucking meth to do that. No, fellas, hear me out. You guys know of the things within my arsenal. Imagine if I had that and meth strength and not being able to feel anything. For the afternoon before I die in a shootout with the police, I would be a god.
Please, for the love of God, don't.
Next pod
Dillon,
episode, trying meth.
I'm begging you.
No! Jesse,
we are not trying. We are not trying
Next
meth on
pod episode, I alone try meth.
Dillon is not trying meth on pod.
Allegedly. Wink, wink. Listen,
no,
Nathan,
you're not. No winks.
Nathan,
No, stop
Nathan,
winking.
I'll be very honest with you. You're worried about us getting in trouble one day with YouTube because of me swearing and saying so much. No, it's going to be making literal death threats to our audience and saying I'm going to do meth on the next episode. That's what's gonna get this pod canned. It's not gonna be me saying
what if were we planning on granted I don't do this, but were you guys planning on doing a pod episode high yet?
Here's the thing.
Because I'd imagine it'd be the one we bring Hump in on.
We could maybe do that. Here's the thing. I don't think it will be a very good episode.
It will no, Dylan. It will be a great. You obviously don't know how you are when you're.
I do. I know
as
that
long as
goblin
we have
fuck.
Logan mediating, if Logan can mediate our conversation, I think it would be a great
listen,
idea.
I've talked about it to you guys before. I'll give audience like clues. When I'm high, basically normal me is like an angry orc. Now high me, the anger kind of goes away in the threatening presence, so he's more like a goblin, but he's still devious. He still like finds the same dark shit funny. He just can't really like actually do it like he can when he's sober. I'm just a goblin dick rather than orc dick.
I promise you, Dylan, you're hilarious.
Oh, I know I am. I make myself laugh all the time. No, here's the thing. High me is more willing to laugh at his own jokes, whereas sober me's just like, nah, I don't need to. Sometimes I want to, though.
I think the audience would really enjoy it. Nathan, I think, would probably be the least different, because Nathan, to me, when Nathan's high, he's just the same.
No, here's the thing.
He to me, he's no.
That's because Nathan legitimately tries his damnedest to be normal when he's high. He's told me that.
Does he?
Yes.
Do you?
I
know he does it when he's trying to hide it, but if I know he's high, why?
I don't.
Doesn't
he
that
finds
kinda
it funny.
Doesn't that ruin it for you?
No, when he is high, he thinks it is funny.
No, I'm asking.
I
I know what you're saying. I'm asking Nathan. Doesn't that ruin the high for you in some ways?
It's a game. I basically I'll do it, and in my own head, like, they have no idea, bro.
But like sometimes we literally do.
We do.
Keep up the bit.
But we do, bro. I literally watched you rip a bong rip. Like, I know.
I mean, yeah, but it's just like funny to me be like, hey, yo, this shit ain't hitting in the back of my head. It's like,
it's hitting. Yeah, but I'm the boring one in the group audience. I don't do weed.
He does get drunk like a motherfucker.
Nah, he gets drunk
though.
as fuck.
I do drink like a motherfucker though, and that's gonna get me in trouble one day. But that's okay.
Okay, fellas, hear me out. Next pod episode: Logan's drunk as fuck, Nathan's high as shit, me meth. Why not?
I mean, I think.
No
Why
meth.
no meth?
Dylan, I think because meth
Heroin.
is bad.
Then. We'll meet in the middle.
No.
Why do you? No.
Do cocaine. Meeting in the middle is cocaine.
Hey, Coke on the pod. The
If
Coke
you-
Feld
Dylan, if you have the willpower to drop $1,000 on some crack, you go right the fuck ahead. I know you won't. You will not waste your money.
Listen, the money I make at my job currently is enough to buy crack.
And you'll waste it all on crack. I doubt it. You're not.
It depends how much I like the first hit of crack.
I think there's nothing more poetic than using a government job to buy crack.
Right?
I think that's just.
You got a point.
That wins. No, I was saying, Dylan.
Thank you, everybody so much for watching. Woo!
Yeah.
We should all get drunk for New Year's, Dylan. So I'm thinking either we all get together in the same room and finally do the round table pod like we should have done when we had Nathan.
Yeah, I really want to do
And,
round table pods.
let's just go get a bottle of something. We can get two. I will buy one bottle for two of us to share, and then Nate can buy another bottle for two people to share. We'll debate on what liquor or hard alcohol we choose.
I want to try rum.
Personally,
shot.
I want rum shada. Okay, I really want to fight. I really want to drink Jackfire whiskey.
It's okay.
Jackfire is very good.
Here's the thing. Even as someone who hates the taste of liquor, it's not repulsive. It's not great. I don't like it.
We could also get some. We can also get mixers if you don't want to drink straight alcohol. I can find some.
I'm telling you right now, I'm not doing straight shots. I fucking hate liquor.
All right.
I have something for you to try. It's low percentage too. I have something for you to try. You might like.
We'll see. Anyway, that's getting off topic.
We're getting into like plans for the future or whatnot. So I think that's probably a good place to end it off. So from the whole entire Bloomfeld team, otherwise known as us, plus Hump,
allegedly Hump.
we allegedly Hump.
Listen,
I mean, he's in the Discord.
Yeah, but he's like a secretary. He's like a government secretary because he doesn't actually do work.
Hey, Dylan, on the docket for next year.
Yeah, I know.
Hold Hump more accountable for actually
Yes, I
scheduling us.
know.
There you go.
But
New Year's
yeah,
resolution.
so Resolution, baby!
Woo!
So yeah, from the entire team here, we thank you so much for listening. Again, it means a ton to us. If you want to go follow any of our antics that are not in the shape of a podcast, Logan, like you mentioned earlier, has a Twitch, twitch.tv/Logan the Kid. And that's kid spelled with 2 D's, by the way.
Double D's.
Double D's. Nuts. And then we also have an official podcast Twitter for how much fucking good that does nowadays because Twitter's a shithole, but whatever. We're going to plug it. Until it's not viable, we're going to plug it anyway. So you can go to @BloomfieldPod on Twitter. That'll be us. You'll
Subject
see.
to change.
Subject to change. You will see our, me and the thumbnail art style. It's the same thumbnail, just in the profile. Or you could also go check out me or Logan on Twitter. I am at 7NateB on Twitter, and Logan is what is yours? At Logan the Kid.
It's the same
I mean,
thing.
technically they can follow me on
Easiest.
Twitter. I just am inactive, so there's literally no point.
At Motley. Yeah. Which you
Yeah,
guys
if you
can
wanna
all
follow
find
any of us.
you can find all of us in the Bloomfeld
Yes.
Twitter. Like it's
Yeah,
the only Twitter
that's what I was
accounts
gonna say. Yes.
that we follow on that account. So, and maybe Joe Rogan. I don't know yet. Are we still trying to coerce him and putting us on his show?
Listen,
I think that might be a next year thing.
I will do DMT and like eat raw elk meat to get on the Rogan experience.
Look, it's not that we want to be on the Rogan experience. We want the
Yeah,
clout.
I want the clout.
That's all it is.
I mean-
It's purely for
No,
clout.
here's the thing,
I mean, I'm gonna be
boys.
straight up. It's about
we
clout.
need to go on there. We need to have the most out of pocket shit possible for him to just go, wow. Yeah, you ever done DMT? Like,
Oh, wow.
we need to make Alex Jones sound sane.
Okay, what in terms of how absurd it is, or
Or how based it is.
because
Maybe a
I
little
don't.
bit of both.
Okay, hold on. You got my attention now.
Can we hit him with some like Patrick Bateman like
At first,
takes?
you had my attention.
Dude,
you had my
fellas,
attention. Now you have my ear.
Rogan's a video podcast. What if we do the fucking business card bit? What if we all hand him our business cards? It's like, yeah, which
see Paul Allen's
which business
Let's see Logan's
which business
card.
card do you like the best? And they are literally the exact same. I mean,
Let's see
Dillon's
podcast.
I mean that is one thing. You know, actually, you know, let's see Dillon's podcast. It's still a conceptual thing, but we could maybe next year actually start as like the once in a blue moon series. Curb Your Pessimism.
I was
mean,
actually going to
we
discuss
can
that
make
with
it-
you off mic. I was actually going to discuss that with you off mic for extracurricular things on the channel in case pod episodes don't come out.
Yeah, I mean, we could always make just one of the episodes like just specialized to that format per month.
Yeah, I think having like
Well, it'd
sister
be a
podcasts
separate-
would be funny.
It'd be a separate thing. It'd be on the channel on YouTube, but it wouldn't be a Bloomfeld episode, is what I'm saying. But again, we're discussing the future. Let's
say
wrap
like
this up. Let's
Bloomfeld
just-
episode 53, and then next week it's like Curb Your Pessimism episode 1. You know,
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
Because it's all going to be under the umbrella. I don't see the need in going through the hassle of making another channel because
The Bloomfeld Company.
because the
Incorporated.
Bloomfeld, we only the idea is to upload once a week. That's the dream. So if we have maybe 1 or 2 extra videos during the week of us doing random bullshit, when we can fit it in, something that doesn't need to be scheduled, just whenever we can fit it in, I think that'd be really fun. So, but I have a couple ideas I want to share with you guys after the fact because I don't want to spoil them for the audience. So
Nah, I gotta
give them something to look forward to.
So yeah, I have realized this episode was supposed to go on longer than usual, but I have been really bad at coercing us into an ending.
yeah, you're always
So,
bad about it, you dipshit.
I said let's wrap like 3 times, but
I mean, yeah, but like, we kept getting off into tangents again.
We haven't podcasted in a
that's
while.
a podcast.
Listen, the boys are getting a juicy, nearly 2-hour-long pod after the 3-month drought. That's good for them.
That's true. It's very true.
yeah, and I don't really want you to cut nearly any of it. So
And maybe like
I mean,
a
no, this
minute
video's
worth
still
of
good.
audio needs cut.
I mean, wasn't there like a 15-second lull when I was talking to my mother earlier? So
Nah, leave it in.
Maybe cut that.
Leave it in. Extend it. Extend it.
Hey,
put
hey, you know what we
some
should do?
really-
What we should do? Wait, can you
Right.
hear like your mom in the background, like her
no,
voice?
I muted it.
No.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say I could clickbait the fuck out of the video, being like Logan's mom on pod! Exclamation mark! Question mark! Exclamation mark! Question
Our
mark!
moms found the podcast conversation.
Oh no! If mom mom already knows about the podcast. If dad finds the podcast, I'm in trouble.
There wasn't one of the episodes of the pod called "Mom, Please
Yes.
Don't Find the Shit Cast."
Mom and dad. Yeah. Please don't listen to the podcast.
Don't listen to
caps.
the cast on Comcast.
So when does the episode end?
Now.
Now. Bye!
What the hell am I looking at? You're looking at now, sir. When does the episode end? Right now. What do you